As of recording this video, it is currently August 19th, 6:33 p.m. on a Monday evening. Banlist is right around the corner. Just recently, we got a post on one of their social medias saying that, hey, we see that Snake Eye and Jubel are like really good decks, and like the Fiendsmith package is really good too. I think now is as good as time as ever to go ahead and get my predictions out there. And no wasting any more time, let's just jump straight into the ban section. Starting out with Flamber's Dragon. A lot of people say that this will kill the deck, and in my opinion, yes it will. It will kill the pure version of Snake Eye if you just ban Flamber's Dragon. We'll talk about the other guys in a minute here. Something to note is that Flamber's was not confirmed to any reprints for the tins. It was literally just wanted in Diabellstar, which will be good in another deck. More on that later. Flamber's just kind of is what makes the deck like really good. It makes it playable through Nib because, oh, you got rid of my monsters? Okay, just get rid of the Flamber's, get like 2 guys back, and just keep playing like nothing happened to an extent. So, and also it's just disruption too by putting one of your guys in the spawn trap zone, notably IP Masquerena. So banning that's like the only hit Snake Eye would need. As much of a cool card it is, and as much as I don't want to see it go, it is Block Dragon 2 to an extent. Now, I don't think this kills Snake Eyes as cards. Like, I think they'll just turn into like another sprite and just, you know, be like an engine you can play in decks now, like Snake Eye Rescue Ace or Snake Eye Fire King or Snake Eye Infernoid, something like that. It'll be worse, yes, but I think it would still be playable. Next ban card, Beatrice. It's just a great card. Also, what else would you hit in the Fiendsmith package that isn't new? Beatrice really is the only one in the Fiendsmith Snake Eye deck. If you could still go Snake Eye combo without opening a single card that says Snake Eye in the name. All you have to do is go Beatrice, send Ash, link climb to Princess revive back Ash, and you're off to the races. So this is like the only card and most logical card you can really hit for the deck. Speaking of Albion the Sanctifier, ban this card. Yeah, giving your opponent a monster has proven to not be a good thing. Need I say more? In that same vein of locking your opponent out of the game, Calamity. We already know that cards that say Calamity in the name are not good for the game. Looking at you, true king of all calamities. Yeah, just ban Calamity. Which one? Just ban it. See, next for limited. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know Yubel that well. Like, I know a lot of their cards are like new-ish. They play like a very small Unchained package, and then the Yubel stuff came out in Phantom of Nightmare this year. They could hit some of those cards, but the deck didn't start being good until Terminal Revenge when we got Phantom of Yubel. Apparently this is 1-card combo, so I guess limited. Yeah, 1-card combos. People don't really like them. Next for limits. Ah, yes. Now I know it's a local scene, but when I went to my locals yesterday, I swear to God, I think over half the people there were playing Shifter, and it was not an enjoyable experience. I mean, I was playing Tenpai Dragons. However, I know what they mean. Not everybody should be playing Shifter like this. This card shouldn't even exist. Just limit it. Just get it out of the game. This card is fucking stupid. If you're gonna keep this card around at 3 and droll, at least give me like a Gamma or a Called by the Grave. Alright, there's like little to no way of dealing with this card efficiently. You just, ooh, cross out, shifter. Yeah, and then I'll just draw like 3 cross out and a shifter, and they won't even draw the shifter. I mean, I'm just sitting here with my pants down. Shifter's just, yeah, it has to go. It's got to go to 1. Speaking of cards going to 1 and cards that say Dimension in their name, I mean, we have Gozen, Rivalry, Anti-Spell, Summon Limit, all of these degenerate floodgates, limited or banned. This card is no different from those. So why is it still in the game? I mean, sure, link strategies don't really die, but how many of those are you seeing in this meta? Okay, Snake Eye, fuck me, I guess, but you guys get what I mean. Limit Dimension Barrier. Not a cool card. I'm not a big fan of Dimensional Barrier. And I will check in my list real quick. I think that is all I have for limits. Honestly, it's like not a lot of cards you could really limit. Semi-limit, though. There's a lot of cards I could put here. First off, Airlifter. Rescue Ace just kind of sucks now. They just lose to a singular Featherstorm. What does giving them another Airlifter do? Consistency. That's literally it. Yeah, Airlifter could go to 2. The deck's struggling. Speaking of decks that are struggling, Pure Unchained. Limiting Shavara really sucked. It really sucks. Put it to 2. It won't kill anybody. I think. Yeah, no, Unchained as a pure strategy is just really struggling with just one copy of this. So, give the deck a little bit of a boost. I don't think Yubel will play more than one copy of it, or maybe they will. I don't know. I don't really play Yubel, so if you guys want to go ahead and flame me in the comments, oh, why are you giving Yubel cards off the Banlist? I'm looking at this as an Unchained card, not a Yubel card. Sorry. Next semi-unlimit, because Konami really likes Sky Strikers, this is like the only thing on the list that says Sky Striker. So put it to 2 and then 3. Yeah. Strikers. We love strikers. Alright, unlimited. Let's just go ahead and say Armageddon Knight and Pankratops. Went to 2 last list, or like the list before. I don't even remember. Yeah, Pankratops is just the worst Fenrir. Armageddon Knight is just Imperm Knight. Yeah, they could go to 3. Hot take. Chaos Space to 3. Dragon Link fucking sucks. Banning Borlet Savage Dragon actually put the deck 6 feet under. Sure, there was that one guy that did okay with Dragon Link post Savage ban, but you never saw it again after that. And plus, that was beginning of format shenanigans. Obviously, that stuff's gonna drop off. Yeah, bring Chaos Space back to 3. It's not even gonna help Dragon Link much at all. Also to 3, Red Rose Dragon. Who plays this card anymore? Nobody. I guess Dragon Ruler decks, but those suck. This card could go to 3. Shouldn't have gone to 1 in the first place. It was all Hulk's fault. And finally to 3, Substitute. This just seems like a random unlimit, so I'm just throwing darts at the board. Unlimit Substitute. Now, some cards I wanted to talk about. Let's just go ahead and talk about Snake Eye Ash here. So this is another card that isn't confirmed to be in the tins of any sorts or any capacity. However, if you ban just a Flamberge, I don't see a reason to limit this as well. And hey, if Snake Eye still serves as a problem, then yeah, we can just go ahead and limit this. And it did just get a ulti in OTS Pack 25, so it doesn't make sense to hit this. Poplar stays at 3. It's either Poplar is either at 3 or you ban it. Putting it at 2 does nothing because people would just play 2 anyways, myself included. Putting it at 1 doesn't really do much. It's just, in case your opponent did draw the Poplar, they're shit out of luck, I guess, which will happen 1 out of like maybe 10 games or something like that. Poplar to 1 does nothing. Oak, it's either this is at 1 or banned. I mean, they could ban Oak over Flamberge, but like I said, I feel like they're going to go Flamberge because it would have been like the only other noteworthy Snake Eye card to be in the tins. So this just tells me that they're not really going to ban Oak, even though it would be a good slap on the wrist for the deck. They're not going to do it. And finally, OSS. Why are we not banning this card? Simple. They want to sell Wanton and Diabellstar in the tins. This card does help other decks outside of Snake Eye. So if you ban this, Wanted and Diabellstar becomes slightly less sought after for the time being. Now they could ban it. Without a doubt, they could. This is a prediction after all, but this is just what I think. And finally, just go ahead and talk about, Diabellstar and Wanted. It's in the tins. They want to sell it. Asminia, I think the deck is called, is going to be using this. Yeah, cash in on it. Also, Diabellstar herself is in Quarter Century Bonanza. And final 2 cards, Appaloosa and IP Masquerena. Now, honestly, either of these 2 cards or both of them could get banned. Not saying they shouldn't, though. However, I don't think they're going to do it because Appaloosa and IP are like the only cards selling Rarity Collection right now. And even then, they're barely doing it. And to be fair, that is because Banlist fears. People don't really want to invest in those cards due to the fact that they think it might get banned, which I don't blame them. I mean, Appaloosa in itself is like probably more ban-worthy than IP, though. Like, I think IP is a fine card. Appaloosa, however, it was crazy on release. It's still decent to this day, but there are ways around it. But I don't think they're going to touch these 2 at all. And especially if you hit Snake Eye, I mean, these 2 just, like with the Flamberge ban, Snake Eye ain't going to be like a pure strategy anymore. And that is my banlist prediction, except for like 2 other cards I forgot to put on here. I forgot what those 2 cards are. Fuck, what were the other 2 cards I was thinking of putting on here? Oh, right, so Skill Drain. I forgot about Skill Drain. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna do that because, all banlists can't be perfect. Right, they're never like 100% perfect. This is exactly what the format needed. They're probably gonna leave Skill Drain at 3. They might hit it next list. I'm willing to bet on that. But for this list, I just don't see it happening. And I think Droll was another card I was thinking of putting on here. I feel like Droll is just less good than Shifter. However, it's more generically playable, but I just don't see them hitting Droll yet. Droll is one of those cards that's like good at the beginning of a format and then like slowly drops off later on, but still is good against certain matchups. It's just a weird card. Hopefully my photo or editing magic lets me just slap these cards on here somewhere. And one more card I did want to talk about. In case Shifter doesn't go to one, Gamma back to 2. That card should not have gone to 1, especially with the bullshit we're dealing with right now. Gamma should honestly just be at 3. But the fact that it's at 1, we're all just struggling right now. And that's it for my ban list. This is, I believe, at least half of these change. Like, I'm very confident in the bans here. Limits, semi-limits, and unlimits, however, minus Pancratops and Armageddon Knight. I do not know if these are 100% going to happen. Besides Hornet Drones, they really like Sky Striker. This is 100% going to 2 next list. And then all of these unlimits here, or untouched, I mean, makes a lot of sense to me. Anyways, if you guys disagree with my ban list takes, be sure to flame me down in the comments, show your friends this video, and let them know how much of a clown I am for thinking that any of these hits are even remotely good for the format. And until next time, I'll see you bozos in the next video.
I'm Heavy Metaphors Election Night, please.